In a time where video game publishers promise the moon and only deliver you a pet rock, will we ever begin to see the resurrection of quality launches over money-grabbing, launch day updating video game giants? Or will they continue to rule the markets with short, unfinished video games? Where did we come from, and how did we get here? Today we discuss the ups and downs of the video game industry up to this point, and where will we like to see them go from here. Welcome to Skorne's Lair.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Welcome to the, I believe we're on the 4th episode. Last week was May the 4th. We released on a little special day, but back to normal schedule today. We don't have much to discuss today. We're just going to we're not going into anything specific. Well, we are going to talk a little bit about some, we do want to talk about the history of the decades of video games, just a little bit better through times. And how did we get to these, like I said, how did we get to these times where we, we keep seeing these launches, I guess the one CD Projekt Red's launch of Cyberpunk was the main one that really hits my head right now, but we'll discuss that more. And why do we not have games like these retro games behind us? Why do they not launch complete anymore? I mean, exclude the PS4 and the Xbox 360, but
well, even then, we're in the age of patch gaming.
Yeah, right.
You don't get the game that you're supposed to get. You bring it home, and then you have to wait another hour for it to update.
Yeah, and I remember the PS3 being awful because download times were unacceptable. And you'd bring a game home from a midnight launch and not be able to play it till 4 a.m.
At least online, yeah.
Yeah. I actually could play it offline, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really an online gamer until the PS3, Xbox 360 era. So
yeah, Halo 3 was my first. Yeah.
I don't know if the original Xbox, he brought Halo 2 home and it updated. I'm sure it did.
I'm sure you could update games, but I doubt it was launch day. Maybe launch day it was, but I'm sure that became more of a common thing. I remember it being a really big problem in PS3. I always do. And then Xbox 360, of course, because that's like the same era. So
yeah.
Yeah. So some of the other things we wanted to talk about today, we're going to talk about Pokemon Snap launched. We're just going to get Steven's opinion of his first few plays. I still haven't got my copy thanks to GameStop because don't pre-order your games online.
Definitely not sponsored.
Definitely not sponsored. But you can still sponsor us. I might talk nice if you sponsor us. Yeah, go buy GameStop's used games because you don't want the case. Yeah, we'll talk about some other things too. Well, that's fine. We're gonna get into some news though right now. We do have some news topics we want to get to. So let me pull them up here because I swear I had them up before. Why don't we start at the basics? Sony has acquired. Well, I don't know how much stake they bought, but they are going to working with Discord to integrate it into the PlayStation 5. It'll literally be like part of the console. So
yeah, I think that'll be interesting for crossplay.
Yeah, right. Like PC crossplay, especially.
Yeah.
Or imagine it comes to Xbox Series X and S too.
It wouldn't matter what console you're on. You can chat with your buddies before you launch a game,
or even while they're playing the game. Say we're playing all different games. Like a lot of times, our friends, we don't even hang out or play the same game. Like we're watching somebody else stream Resident Evil while we play some stupid card game or some other retro game together or something.
Or do research.
Yeah, exactly. I sit around and play guitar all the time, and like that. So that's nice to be able to hang out, especially right now where it's still not quite it's not quite back to normal where people aren't really hanging out that much. It is getting better, but we're not quite there. But it looks like it'll be not long, early next year. So maybe
I think that's what they said.
Maybe a while longer than I thought. Yeah. Says they're looking to bring Discord and PlayStation experience closer together on console and mobile starting early next year.
I think it's a good thing. I just don't know how they're going to do it on the console side, how they're going to be able to navigate the menus and stuff. Because it's easy on PC. Obviously, you can join and leave servers, and um, and you have like the automatic AFK thing on our
Yeah,
server, right?
right,
So what happens when you go to grab something to drink or whatever, and you get distracted for 10 minutes, and then you come back and you're in a game, right?
right.
And you unpause and you're like, "Hey guys, I got some apple juice and
No one
some
responds.
Pop Tarts," and you're sitting there and you're talking and you're talking, you're talking. Nobody's there, right? You
Right.
don't know that because you'd have to dashboard out to see.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And so like, but like it's like if you can do it, the menu when you long hold and it opens that side menu. Your game, it's still on the game, but it has a side menu. If there's a way to navigate in Discord through something like that, it might not be that bad, right? Like you just pull up another menu and then you choose what channel you want to jump back into,
You're speaking
or
on
if you want to
Xbox,
open up.
right?
No, on
The dashboard on the side.
PS. I was talking about PS4. Like when you long hold the PS button,
I know. Okay,
it
yeah, you
opens
get the
up that
Spotify and all
menu
that.
and you can like close the app or blah blah blah. Because like Spotify. That's what made me think of it. It's not awful to navigate Spotify through that. I still don't like it. I still would rather use Spotify like on a PC or my mobile phone. But um,
That really shows how long it's been since I've been on my PS4 talking to people.
right. I do not use my PS4 that often.
Yeah,
I play
I think
PlayStation 2 more than I play PlayStation 4.
I've been playing Mortal Kombat and Dead or Alive. That's it, and I turn it back off.
Yeah. Oh, you have Dead or Alive on the PlayStation? Oh,
Yeah,
Dead or Alive 5 or 6?
6. Yeah,
6. Yeah, I have it on PC. I haven't got it on. I'll probably get it on Xbox when I get an Xbox, but just because that's what we always played it on.
right.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
think this is some good news though, personally.
yeah. I'm interested to see how they're gonna do it. Maybe
Yeah.
that'll strengthen relationship between companies too. You know, if you have the option of talking to someone on PlayStation or Xbox with PC, maybe everybody will just be friends. Maybe we're done console warring for a while.
We were talking about how it would be nice to cross platform between all consoles, really. Like, well, maybe not Nintendo. Like the handheld would be a little weird. I think it's weird that Fortnite does that, right?
Yeah,
But
you have to be at a disadvantage, right?
I would think unless you're like
I mean,
playing on
you
a
looking at frame rate and
yeah, I would say
control
minus
schemes.
hardware. Just the fact that you're playing on a lower resolution, lower frame rate, and different controller. Well, I guess
Yeah,
that depends. You can get a pro controller too. So
yeah.
and you can connect it to your TV. But if you're playing in handheld mode, no, no,
Is Fortnite mobile? Is that cross platform too?
I think so. I don't know. I don't play.
Yeah,
Right.
I have
I
no
I
idea.
I think so. Yeah.
Good for them.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, I think they're like one of the few that have been able to go cross-platform between everything. But like you said, that isn't Jedi Academy cross-platform from Switch to PC?
It is, yeah. Outcast.
Jedi Outcast.
It is Jedi Academy. It's Jedi Academy
Cast.
2, Jedi Outcast. What a name, dude. What a title.
I think it's Jedi Outcast 2 Jedi Academy.
It might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Jedi Knight 2, something.
Jedi Knight 2. No, that's there's not like
I have it over there.
1500 Star Wars games.
Am I going to go look at it? Probably not.
No, not right now. No, of course not. All right. Let's see what else we got here. We oh, here's some cool news. Fortnite has plans for Samus. And they're interested in bringing in The Rock and LeBron James.
I think that Fortnite getting Nintendo characters is a long shot. If they do, I'll be surprised. But Nintendo's pretty.
Would it be their only Nintendo title
Oh, yeah.
characters on there? Yeah?
Yeah.
They don't have anything? Well, isn't Samus also... Is she Nintendo owned property now? Is she?
Yeah, Samus Aran's always been from Metroid.
Okay.
Yeah. If they
Yeah.
do get it, like that opens the door for Mario, all his cast, Legend of Zelda.
Right.
There's not a whole lot of. I mean, the Splatoon characters would make sense, right?
That would make sense. I could see that. Yeah. There are some characters, like Donkey Kong would be kind of fun.
Yeah, you give him a banana
Although,
gun,
talk about animal cruelty. Maybe not. Maybe
shooting
not a good
gorillas.
choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there's animal like humanoids in that game.
Yeah. Okay.
And even if they just do, so I know like Fortnite, you have the gliders and you have the backpacks and you have the weapons, so you can incorporate those too. Like you could have the Master Sword as a weapon to
Right.
mine stuff or break stuff down,
Yeah.
or you could have like a backpack that has Kirby's face on it.
Okay.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to bring the characters in. You could just do,
Naruto theme. Or sorry, Nintendo
oh
themed.
yeah, why not Naruto?
Well, actually, that's what I was reading that right now that they're looking at bringing in Naruto maybe too skin.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
But
If
what
they get
about?
Shonen Jump on board, dude, man,
Oh
you got
yeah,
DBZ, One Piece, a
I would
lot of
say
them,
that
dude.
too. A lot. I mean, yeah, they own. They publish so many of those like major titles. What about the likeliness of like real people? Does that not
They
weird
have
you
John
out?
Wick, right?
They do. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. That's right.
They have Reeves, yeah.
Because like they're talking about bringing John McClane, the bride
Oh,
from Kill
okay.
Bill, Katniss Everdeen. And they would be in the likeliness. I'm sure they would be in the likeliness of the actors and actresses, right?
But how long is that license good for? Are they going to be removed from the game later?
Eventually, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, like, I can't
It's still
imagine playing as The Rock.
mind blowing to me that you can kill Kratos as Master Chief.
Yeah, totally. Uh, I think that's the thing with bringing Nintendo in, right? You could kill
Yeah,
Kratos as Yoshi.
yeah,
Just
dude.
eat. You could eat Kratos. Just well,
Yeah, man. It'd be interesting with the backlog that Nintendo owns, dude.
yeah.
I would want to be friends with Nintendo if I was a video game developer.
If I could get them to publish one of their characters on like an Xbox or PlayStation, then yeah,
Yeah,
I'd want to be that kind of friend with them for sure. Talk
I
about
would be learning
insane.
Japanese today,
Yeah,
which I want to.
I would love to. I learned a little bit Italian, but I never got very far. And I wanted to learn Mandarin a lot, but
Yeah.
Japanese would be super cool. Let's see. What about this? Let's just touch quickly on that Soldier Boy has gotten a little bit more serious about his Soldier Boy 2 thing console because he didn't learn his lesson.
What a tool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
What a
good way to
tool.
put it, right?
Yeah.
Building a new console from scratch, all new design, all new games, all new
He's got that
deals.
handheld one.
Let's make history. That was from February 13th, though.
Yeah, he's got that handheld one now that people have actually bought. You can find it on YouTube. A lot of people are reviewing it. I mean, it's got to be something to own because not that it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be something to own because it's going to be so rare that he's going to get his pants suit off of his body
Yeah.
to put
No.
it in rate, E-rated and ESRB rating, E for everyone.
E10 plus. Let's not
He's
get
not going to have a
crazy.
shirt on his back.
I don't know about that, but I could see a cease and desist coming real fast.
Bro, if he's got Nintendo ROMs on there, he's done.
I mean, it's
Nintendo
all
were
original
vicious,
games.
dude. Yeah, sounds fun. Sounds so fun. I gotta get one.
I might, I might have to, bro.
I can't wait to
No,
play Mirio, the electrician,
Mirio, the German electrician.
the German electrician that jumps on rabbits and has to save the king from I don't even know a good analogy for Bowser. I can't change it.
Yeah, he's the demon devil,
He's a fire breathing turtle.
fire breathing. He's a dragon, isn't he?
No, he's a Koopa. He's King Koopa
Yeah. No,
in
I.
Japanese. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, how about Nintendo is looking at maybe more animated films after this Mario film, depending on the
Yeah.
success. But they seem to be looking at doing more animated movies.
I will take a Star Fox. I will take a Metroid. I will take a Legend of Zelda, please. Maybe
Yeah,
Kirby too. Kirby'd kind of be cool.
right.
They did the cartoon a long time ago.
Yeah, but those things were they had that Legend of Zelda cartoon too. That was kind of
That's that didn't exist.
that's
It's
just
false memory.
let me
It's
brush that under the rug
yeah,
quick.
Mandela effect. You don't remember that.
Yeah.
It's from a different universe.
Let's see. We got E3's coming up, June 12th. So
Yeah.
make sure you guys tune in online. It's all going to be online again this year. No physical locations, just tons of.
I think so far they're partnered with Nintendo, Xbox, Ubisoft, Square, Capcom's going to be there, Bandai's going to be there, of course, Sega, Gearbox, possibly a new Borderlands spinoff, Warner Brother
Right.
Games, maybe they'll talk about new Mortal Kombat. I'm sure there's some more notable games developers and publishers in there. I mean, then you got like the regular sponsors, Verizon and IGN and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nothing notable there, but
No, not
I
really.
hope to see more footage of Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
I hope Nintendo shows off their new Pokemon game. I guess that's more Game Freak, but I hope Nintendo showcases it there.
they will. I mean, well,
They'll
if they were.
100% unveil a Smash Bros character there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope to see a new Mortal Kombat announced.
Okay. I mean, that would be kind of cool. At least maybe new. No, how long has 11 been out for? 2 years now.
2019, I think.
So maybe
2018.
yeah. I guess we could see the announcement of maybe a teaser trailer at least of like maybe our favorite new kid from the movie. What's his name? Cole.
Yeah,
Maybe a
Cole
teaser
Young.
of him maybe a teaser of him in a video game. Uh, not and then they just won't tell us if it's DLC or something, or if it's a new game.
I guess the game's only 2 years old, huh? Maybe they'll have more DLC.
Yeah, I could see them bringing Cole Young to it, unless he's just going to be
I
part of the
guess.
cinematic universe and nothing to do with the video games too. Because it would have to be a
Yeah.
new timeline, right?
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't fit in the MK11 story.
Yeah, right. It's a Super Mario Party got a update
Yeah.
after again 2 years, right? It's been out,
Yeah, something like that. Very close. I
and
haven't tried it yet.
I haven't either. I don't even own the game, so there's that. I can't really try it,
Yeah.
but
I feel sorry for everybody that didn't buy it when it was cheap.
yeah,
I got it at a pawn shop for $12.
yeah, that's not bad.
Nobody wants it. No wanted it.
Wanted it, and now they can play with their friends.
Yeah.
So,
Now it's gonna skyrocket again.
yeah, it's gonna go back up. I assume we could be wrong. They could be in manufacturing still for all I know.
I mean, it's still $60 at GameStop either way. It's a Nintendo property.
Right. Yeah. No discounts anywhere at all. But it's good to see it get an update finally, even though it's way too. It should have come a long time ago. Like it should have launched with that. Honestly, multiplayer online.
It really
multiplayer.
should have. You know, it makes me almost wonder if they did this so they can stress test their new servers so they can announce a new one at E3.
A new Mario Party or new Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I could see a new Mario Kart multiplayer.
I don't know about
Kart,
new Mario Kart because it's still selling really, really well.
but it sucks. It's not even that good of a game.
Well, it's not the originals for us, right? It's got
Yeah,
all this
yeah.
new fancy stuff in it, and I don't want
I
to
don't.
I don't want to do flips in the air.
Yeah.
I just want to drive. I just want to have a kart
I want
racer.
to race. It doesn't feel like a racer anymore to me.
Have you tried Sega All Stars Racing?
I have not.
I actually kind of prefer it over Mario Kart now.
Okay.
You might want to put that on as a bolo for yourself.
Right. Sega All Star Racing. Yeah. Sonic All Star Racing. Sega Sonic.
Yeah,
So
either one. Yeah,
okay.
great game.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I've been looking for more games that I actually want to play because I don't know, man. I get into a game for like a little bit and then I just stop playing recently. Like for the last couple of years actually.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously still collect, but I don't really play them anymore. Unfortunately. All right, let's see. What about our main topic? Let's get into that. Let's break down a little bit of why we want to talk about this topic. First of all, that
okay.
is money financing over quality in video games. Um,
Yeah,
at least in the last couple of years, you know, we were recently watching. We'll talk more about this next week, but we were recently watching a friend play the new game, Resident Evil game, Village, and it's kind of short for a Resident Evil game, right?
yeah, it's very short. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous game.
I love the graphics are mystifying, and maybe that's why we're getting shorter games. It's because it's taking so much longer to produce these levels that are so intricate in their design and their graphical detail that even like making it run smooth takes years,
Hmm.
right?
There's a without spoiling anything. I know that there's a bonus mode. Well, there always is in all the Resident Evil games. There's
Oh,
a bonus
every
mode after you
time,
beat the
yeah.
game, and it looks fun. I would play that over the story. I think it's
Okay,
more fun. It's more of a time challenge.
right.
Um, but the story is captivating, I guess. They did a great job. Uh, it's a couple. We'll talk about it next time, but
Next
there's a
week,
couple.
yeah. Would but
Yeah,
for that before that, like, would you you've watched more of it than I have? Would you recommend viewers pick it up?
if you are a fan of Resident Evil, you already have it, right?
Well, probably, yeah.
Most likely.
And if you're
So whatever
not,
I say is not going to change. I'd
yeah,
wait till it goes down. I'd wait till it goes on sale.
okay,
Capcom does a publisher sale a lot on Steam. If you're on console, just wait for it to go down.
yeah.
It's a great game.
Find it
Just
used in GameStop or something.
you're not going to get the value. Well, you might. Depends on how long. Not a lot of people still have time to sit around and play 8 straight hours of the game, right?
No,
So it might take some people 2-3 days.
I mean I still haven't beat Jedi Outcast, right? And that's not that long of a game either.
Yeah.
Um, like I mean, people could probably say this is not true, but like if you look at Cyberpunk, that's a pretty short story mode for like the story part of it. But I guess that's usual in RPGs because they want you to do side quests and crap, but they don't really push you to do side quests in Cyberpunk.
I'm trying to think of like Elder Scrolls. I mean, those
I mean, there's
worlds and quest lines are so massive.
Fallout
Yeah, there's
4,
Fallout.
Fallout 4 storyline just like is kind of just like a point to point
Yeah.
thing, and like you can complete it pretty fast if you want to. The thing is that world's gorgeous enough to kind of make you. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't say, "Hey, explore me." But if you do start exploring, it is kind of cool. But you have to be one of those kind of gamers. It doesn't say, "Hey, go do side quest," or you're not going to be able to go on to the next level. It just kind of lets you go
Yeah.
through the game.
And with Resident Evil, there is no side quest. It's
Yeah,
linear.
right. It's just totally a linear story. It looked really fun. We saw some creepy stuff. I will say that
No.
on my end, I saw some creepy stuff. So if you like horror games, might be something you want to pick up and at least play through.
I wish it had VR like it did the previous entry. I think that would be really scary.
Maybe a future update, man. Yeah. All right. Um, but the thing is, games weren't always like this, right?
No.
Like even games. I mean, like Halo 3 didn't launch. Well, did it? I mean, I don't really remember. But I don't think Halo 3 launched broken. You know?
Well, they had DLC in mind for Halo 3.
Yeah.
Like that was always the plan, as they did
Right.
Halo 2.
But they still released it in full game
Yeah, you got a full game. The
before that
campaign
DLC.
was pretty lengthy.
And hard too, so it wasn't
Yeah.
easy to get through. If you wanted to get through it on easy mode, it's not that bad. But I mean, like on like legendary, good luck,
Hmm.
man.
Start turning
Good.
skulls on, you're gonna waste a couple hours, couple days.
if not a couple weeks, if you aren't that good. Um,
Yeah, I remember the
I,
quest for the katana, man. I remember
yeah,
going through legendary on the hardest difficulty with all the skulls on. Uh, I want to say it took me 2 weeks. I
all the
took my
skulls, yeah,
time. You know, it was hard
stressful.
because you had to get the scoring too in order to unlock all the achievements.
Right,
Fun game though.
totally. And but like any of these games back here on this shelf behind me, 360, PS2, all those games. I won't say all of them games because some of those games did get patches, but they didn't. They just couldn't release them online. So
Yeah, they had revisions.
yeah, um, but most of those games came bug. Well, no game is bug free, but like not
It came
broken
as close to finish as possible.
and made you most of them make you want to go back to these
Yeah.
games. Um, I don't feel that anymore, man. I don't. I don't feel that anymore.
Yeah. I can't think of any. I mean, other than Nintendo's Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, I like going back to
Well,
that.
there. I guess okay. We should preference that there are games that do break this, right? Like
Yeah,
there
it's not
is
all
the
games. Yeah,
like.
that's why
eh,
Nintendo waits until the game's done before it releases them.
yeah,
Most times.
right. Most times, and if the patches are, they're usually small. They're not, major
Yeah,
fixes. It's usually just updates that
I'd
you would get with
say
any game.
I'd say EA and BioWare like kind of the worst in this topic.
Yeah, over promising.
Bethesda too with Fallout 76. I can't just because I love Bethesda, I can't put them on. You know.
No, I tried that game at launch, and then I never really tried it once they updated with the NPCs. I knew it was coming. Like I from the day it launched, I knew that there had to be an update coming with NPCs. But that's the thing. Like that's also kind of different because they were trying to create like a story over an actual physical amount of time. Play it from the beginning, and you'll feel like you've just got out of the vault,
Hmm.
and then play from this update, and you'll start to see that the world is starting to grow. And I'm sure in like 5 years that it's not even going to look like the same map because they're gonna update buildings and make it even bigger, blah blah blah. And like that. So like those MMOs to me, that's a little bit different. I mean, the game was still broken when it launched, but
Think about our favorite game. It wasn't necessarily broken. It's not our favorite, but one of our favorites. Not necessarily broken when it came out, but under delivered. It was overhyped, and that's No Man's Sky.
over hyped. Under yeah,
Yeah.
definitely everything that he promised. I don't like they couldn't have released at launch, and they should have been more honest about that. But it might have not sold as well too, and they might have not been able to get to this point. So I mean, it's tricky. But also, how do you know? They overpromised,
Hmm.
underdelivered. They were saying basically, "Hey, these are all the things we want to do, and we can't really." Um, or they didn't really say what they should have said, which is, "We can't really deliver that at launch, but our plan is to release this in the next couple of years over updates." They should have been just totally upfront, and they would have had a great launch because the game wasn't bad. It just was kind of,
It wasn't what people wanted. It was
yeah,
wasn't what they expected. The
exactly,
expectations are way too high, and that's the thing with gaming now, dude, and films. Expectations are way up here, and they need to be flatlined.
totally.
Look at everything as a brand new IP,
Yeah, or a brand new launch or whatever it is.
but also be skeptical of if you get a sequel to a shit movie, assume it's going to be a shit movie, I guess.
I guess.
Don't go in there expecting a blockbuster, right? That's again expectations, you know?
Yeah, but okay. To be fair, he did kind of say, "Hey, this is gonna launch with these things," so I get the
Yeah.
expecting it. I played it at launch and I enjoyed it, but
I played it too.
I definitely enjoyed it more when they started adding better building mechanics.
The whole time on launch for like the first couple days, I just tried to find the same planet as another person playing with me in party chat,
Yeah, you can't.
and we did.
Oh, you
We found the
did?
same planet, and we tried to find each other, and you can't.
Yeah.
You couldn't. You can now.
Yeah, you can
You
now.
could fly
Now
right
it's
past me now.
yeah. Just as long as you're on the same server, show up on the planet and he'll be there.
You know what? Honestly, what No Man's Sky needs is third party endorsements. Right? Endorsement, the correct word for that. It needs crossovers with other. Like if you could get the R wing from Star Fox, that'd be awesome. I'd be the first in line to grab that ship, no matter how many nanobytes it costs. I will buy that thing, or
Even
any
like
Star Wars ship, dude.
yeah, I was saving like films like Star Trek and like the Enterprise be one of your fleet commanders.
Yeah,
Um, have a Millennium Falcon or a Star Destroyer as your sorry as your fleet.
that'd be sweet, dude.
Yeah,
Like Vader's Star Destroyer, the massive one. I mean,
yeah.
in scale, once you go inside, they're all the same size. But
But on the outside, it
to
would be
see that above
huge.
the planet, dude, oh yeah, I'm
It'd be
in.
awesome, man.
I'm in.
And then I would have to add a space station. That's the Death Star.
That'd be cool. I mean, they already look like it.
Yeah,
The
but
anomaly.
but you could add like the Death Star, and like this could be like a special galaxy you go to, right?
Yeah,
Right. So like it's its own
you could
thing
have
where like you're going to the Star Wars universe,
you could have
galaxy,
a
whatever.
sand planet with 3 moons.
Yeah, just have it kind of planned out. Like, I mean, Disney's never gonna do that.
No,
Disney will never do that
I think
with.
Lucas Ltd would have though, like under
They
the
would have.
original. Yeah,
Yeah, they totally would have. I don't doesn't doubt. I don't have a doubt in my mind that they would have. I don't think. I'm not saying it would have happened, though.
right.
Like, just because
I
people
mean,
want it doesn't mean it exists.
even droids, dude. Like you could just have a droid cleaning up the floor, right? You could have the little mouse thing.
Oh, that thing is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could like
even
bring that
small
in.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I would love that stuff. Um, and there's plenty of other games out there that are exploration based, and
Yeah, Destiny, man. Activision, Bungie.
maybe not, but yeah,
It just
and
spitballing.
yeah, I know. I was just yeah,
The original Destiny.
yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
So we said we were going to talk a little bit about the different decades of gaming and
Yeah.
like the pros and cons of each are not really in depth here, right? We're just going to be kind of going off top of our heads, guys. But like just like the pros and cons of the different games are the genres of that era and the style of gameplay that we had all the way
If
up
I
to
could,
now.
I would
Please
love to go first.
go
I want to
first.
start with NES. Let's leave before our time behind. I mean,
Yeah, Atari's
Atari
great,
is before. NES is a
but
little bit before, but we still had access to it more frequently than
I still play NES. I have one right here. Actually, you can see
yeah.
it right there.
So with NES, because we didn't have internet, no games were online. That also meant that there was no game reviews online.
Right.
So if you bought a shit game, guess what? You got a shit game.
And you played that shit game.
And you played that shit game till you tried to beat it, and you couldn't because it was shit.
And everyone listening knows that feeling.
You know, everybody knows. Any gamer has taken one home, and they've popped it in, no matter what console it is. And you've played a good hour of it, and you try to give it a shot because you thought it looked cool and you didn't want to waste your money. And then you turn your console off and you sleep in the fetal position crying.
Because you have no more money to buy any more video games. And
And-
whatever game store you're using was only going to take half price at the most.
Yeah, if you want to take it back, they're only going to give you a quarter.
At GameStop, when we
what
were
you
children,
paid.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some game stores at other places, local game stores, are a little better about that, but not us. We had
GameStop. Not sponsored.
Um, yeah. So like the NES has some really bad games.
Oh yeah,
They have some amazing games that are still good. I still play Mario Kart, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could drift, but it's still like awesome. And the
you can
way
drift
that
in
it
Mario
actually
Kart.
controls, not in the NES version, I don't think. Can you?
Yeah. No, no, you're
I don't
right. In
think.
the
I don't
NES,
think in the NES
in
version
the
you can. It's the
SNES, you mean?
SNES. Yeah,
Yeah.
SNES.
Can you not?
It's whichever one goes to 3D that you start to be able to drift.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
pretty
drift in
sure.
Mario Kart 64 for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the one where you start drifting.
We're gonna have to play some SNES Mario Kart.
Yeah, I think it's SNES I was thinking of anyway. But
There is ports. There's fan made ports of Mario Kart to the NES, and I've seen a couple of them. They take like the F1 games. They put Mario Kart skins over them. They're
okay,
the worst, dude.
that's awful.
You know?
F1 is hard anyway. That is like a game that's
Yeah.
pretty hard. Yeah. Uh, and then there's games like Action 52. It's the
Oh, I
first one
love
that
Action
comes to
52. I
head.
thought we'd never talk about it.
Oh yeah.
What a great game.
I'll make sure. Hey, can you give me some gameplay footage? I'll put up over this right now.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you loved it though. Ah, it's okay. That's fine. The audience doesn't need to see that great gameplay content anyway.
I will get
They
you
might.
a cutout of its label. How about that?
That's perfect. That's all I need. That's
Okay,
all I
perfect.
need.
I will source it. I will get it physical just to destroy the cartridge for the label for you.
There we go. And I will physically attach the label to the video so I never have to see it again.
Why are they so expensive?
Because they're so shit.
What a shit cartridge. Why are they so expensive? Is it because of all the YouTubers that made videos about how shit they are and everybody's like, oh, I need that.
Yes.
I need
Maybe
to
video
force
game
my
nerd
friends to
and-
play this game because I don't want them to be my friends anymore.
Oh no. I thankfully I know and I will never play that game with you. Well,
Pop
any
that
of
in
those
a
games
party.
with you. Well, okay, to be fair, sometimes the worst games make the best games because they're much more
Yeah.
hilarious. Like you're playing co-op and it just is broken. Sometimes you cannot stop laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember the title, but we played one of those not that long ago. It was so bad it was laughable.
We were playing Mario Kart on not long ago.
Oh yeah,
We were
on
playing Mario
Project
Kart
60, Project
on
M.
Project 64, I think is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
the
desync.
desync, man, the desync. Oh, so we would be on like totally different races even,
Yeah,
but like we would still be controlling our character in their environment. So you would just be like driving by and you'd see this cart hitting the wall, just constantly hitting the wall. And then in your race, you're like winning.
yeah, first place, doing fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was that Mario Kart game.
Yeah, and it made it for some reason. We finished the entire circuit for
Yeah.
some reason.
After one of us had finished, we went back and tried to drive ourselves through the other ones,
Yeah,
and it's still
Using-
almost impossible.
yeah, because we had to use the stream. Like we would stream it to each other, and you would have to watch through the other person's stream and try to control.
With like 10 milliseconds of input lag.
Yeah, awful, but fun. Awful but
Yeah.
fun. Awful but fun.
You go to turn and, good try.
A good thing to look at those consoles too is like we have to remember that not all of those games were good, but even when they weren't, it was so fun to sit down and play it with our friends that it made it a good game, right? Even when it
Yeah,
had
It's
problems.
the memories.
Yeah, right. All the way up to the GameCube and the Wii, right? Like even the bad games were really good because they were fun to play with each other.
Yeah, that was the great thing about Nintendo. You always had 4 controller ports. Well, starting with the 64.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, you
One,
can get the control
two.
deck for the NES. You can get
Yeah,
the
you
control
could.
deck.
but
But what could you play?
and that's something about those consoles too. So many accessories, so
Yeah.
many.
I think they're
Like
cool.
this,
I like
I do
peripherals.
too. I do too. But like when that console's a thing, that is kind of annoying at the same time because like, oh, I gotta spend $60 more so my Xbox can connect to the internet. Woo!
Yeah.
Or my Dreamcast or whatever, you know. Um, I like
Yeah, I'm glad
peripherals
they
though.
bundled
Like,
those in.
yeah, it was, yeah. I I have a steering wheel there. I think like those kind of peripherals, controllers, that are actually useful, not just controllers that are there for, um, not just controllers that are there to be
Gimmicky.
controllers, like the Wii wheel, right? So you can feel
Yeah,
like
piece
you're
of
playing
plastic.
just a piece of
There's a lot of
plastic.
those, man. There's baseball
Like,
bats and golf clubs and tennis
yeah, like
rackets.
exactly. They don't make any sense. If you made that the Wii remote, I'd be more likely like the actual remote was the shape of a golf club.
Yeah, and it
I
had
might,
like better motion controls. Sure.
yeah, and the controls that were more designed for that motion, maybe. Um, in that motion, and like if I
I
had
actually
like,
have the Wii wheel.
I don't have one, but I only because I just got a Wii.
I got it on a garage sale with the Wii.
I just got a Wii,
Nice sensor bar and all.
and it has look. I didn't think it had it, dude. It's got the
Oh, it's got. There you go. That's pretty rare now, dude. Does it have the little gray stand underneath? Fuckers, man.
It's
Nice. I like it.
I need
Any
the
games
Wii-
on it? Have you turned it on?
It was reset when I turned it on.
Oh, that's sad. You didn't get anybody's eShop purchases.
No.
Man, you could have played My Little Pony Extreme Edition.
Is there any like off topic? Is there any like homebrew kind of resolution for connecting to the internet on it?
Yeah, there is. I will send you a link, sir.
Cool.
And there's separate servers. So if you want to play Mario Kart Wii, there's a separate server to play that online.
Okay.
But yeah, the actual homebrew NFC channels, you can even watch Netflix on the thing now. You can browse
nice.
the internet and everything on it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'll send you some links.
Sweet. Yeah, I got to test out some games that I've been trying to get rid of, and needed to, and I got a good price on it. So.
Yeah.
All right, back on topic. Is what do we got next after what NES, SNES?
We are
So-
in the PlayStation 1.
64 game? Would that be 64 or GameCube?
Yeah, that's 64.
Okay.
And the Sega. No,
Saturn?
Dreamcast is GameCube. PlayStation 1 contested with the.
Saturn?
Holy sh!
I don't even remember.
It wouldn't have been the Genesis.
No, that would have been the SNES, right?
N64, PlayStation 1. It wasn't the Dreamcast yet. Dreamcast was GameCube era. That was Xbox, PS2, GameCube.
Yeah.
Why can I not think of this right now?
Because these consoles are not.
What
that big
Sega was
anymore.
it?
Well, I mean, it was the Genesis, the Saturn, and then the Dreamcast, right?
So it had been the Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the Atari Jaguar too.
The Jaguar was kind of, yeah, around that time period, I think. That might have been Genesis more too. I don't know.
And then we're
really
looking
know
into
much about that
handhelds
one.
too, right? We're looking at the Game Gear and we're looking at the Game Boy
That would be the Game Boy
Color,
Color.
at the 64 era. Yeah.
Yeah. Which those games, the handheld games, are like there are some good ones, but like most of them are ports of just terrible ports of good games.
Yeah.
Because we start talking about good games like Grand Theft Auto came out. We got the Sly Cooper, the Ratchet and Clank games, the
Ratchet and Clank is not on PS1 yet.
no,
Sly
it's
Cooper's
PS2.
not either. Yeah. You got Spyro and Crash
Spyro and Crash, definitely.
for PlayStation.
We
Metal
get-
Gear Solid.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina. Oh, we're talking Nintendo now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got Ocarina
Yeah,
of
we
Time
got
as
Super
well.
Mario
We got
64.
Super Mario 64.
GoldenEye.
Now again, there
Banjo.
were. Oh my gosh, yeah.
The list can go
There-
on and on. I'll go all day.
Star Fox, Metroid.
Star Fox. Yeah. No, Metroid at 64. They skipped it.
Oh, I skipped it. So SNES was the Metroid was a really good game too.
Yeah.
To go
Super
back,
Metroid.
go back a
Sleep on it.
generation. Yeah, that's a game that you should check out if you've never
Speaking of
played.
which, I just want to sideline here was one moment. I've been playing a game on Switch that feels very Metroidvania to me, and it is called My Friend Pedro.
Oh yeah,
Super fun, twin stick, uh, slow motion. It's amazing, dude. I know it's
yeah,
a bit old now, and I played it before, but I'm playing it again now, and I love it.
right.
I started just showing gameplay of it last night, and I played it for like 3 hours afterwards because I just couldn't put
Really.
it down.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool. It looked fun. I've heard of it on Xbox 360. I've seen it like on the arcade and stuff, but I had
Yeah,
never actually checked it out. It does look really fun to play though. Uh, yeah, yeah.
yeah. The
So
PS1 era, man. If you got a game that wasn't complete, that game was just you tossed it, man. It's junk. N64. There's a lot of bad games on N64. Superman 64 comes to mind. Um,
yeah, there's a lot of bad games. There's a lot of bad games on PlayStation One. There's a lot of bad games on, um, well, maybe not the Saturn because there wasn't that many games on the Saturn, but, uh,
yeah, a lot of bad games for the Game Boy.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of shovelware and stuff, but I mean, there's also really good games that were good because the Game Boy Color was so kind of still just a hard platform to make games for. There's good thing games were like Tetris. Tetris were really good
Yeah.
on the Game Boy.
Mhm.
There were some good ports too. Um,
What not a lot of people remember about any of that either, or know about it. Period, is that those are region free too. You can get Japanese games for them.
yeah, almost all of their handheld consoles. I think all of their handheld consoles are. Most handheld
Yeah.
consoles are right. Like the PSP, I'm pretty sure is region free.
I don't remember if the DS was or not though. The
Uh,
3DS, that is.
oh, okay. I
But the
just
Switch
learned that.
is.
Yeah, the Switch is because I have a couple games that play. Uh, I just found out that the PS4 is region free, and I was like, oh,
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I didn't know that. So now I'm not. I won't be afraid to pick up Japanese games at the PS4 anymore because I don't have to buy a special
Yeah.
console.
Some JRPGs, and
Yeah, just
you
add,
used to have
probably
to
just
have a
add to
mod
the
chip.
collection. What was that?
You used to have a mod chip.
Yeah,
I've got a
PS2.
GameCube that plays Japanese imports, and it's how you say not factory.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
there's
of,
great games.
why don't we just do some shameless self promotion quick? Not very long from now, we're gonna release some videos. Steven has been doing some cleaning of his consoles, and we're gonna do some in depth how to take them apart, clean them, and put them back together kind of videos, uh, and get those just to kind of help you guys out. So if you guys want to see any of that, make sure you subscribe down below and all that stuff that we don't really want to say, but will probably help us out. So like button and notification bell thing and
The
Scumbag Steve and
algorithm.
Dirtbag Doobie and
Yeah. Yuck. Ugh.
I feel gross, but sponsor us. Uh,
Yep.
and yeah, YouTube, please sponsor me. Um,
Amazon, please.
Amazon. Oh yeah.
I get a lot of cleaning products on Amazon.
Yeah, right.
Like this. Wonderful.
Look at the link below for the.
These things. Where is that? I actually do have something that would be helpful to show off.
I've been wanting to get those.
Right here.
Yes, exactly. I was gonna say I've been wanting to
Yep.
get some of those for my collection.
Cartridge
'cause-
base, yeah. I even have I have like cartridges that you can pop in the
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are the other thing I've been looking at too. Because it would be nice to clean out my NES is like kind of gross
Yeah.
right now.
I almost want
It's
to
hard
find a
if you
game that
play
I
games.
don't care about whatsoever and just leave it in there.
Right.
But then you run the risk of the two connections corroding together, and that's no bueno.
Yeah, that would be no fun. I'm probably gonna do that with my DS. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
I know you can get. Oh, you have a 3D printer, dude. You could print your own stuff.
I can.
Dust caps.
Yeah.
That's even good for like controller ports, man. You know,
I'm just afraid of like
jamming them in there
damaging.
and not getting them back out.
Are like damaging the plastic, like plastic on plastic scraping. But I
What
did
color is
recently
that DS?
blue. but
Is that the
it's
same
got
shade?
no. You have like a baby
Oh, you had the
blue.
black one.
I have the
Yeah.
black and dark blue.
Okay.
And then it's got the broken hinge on it.
I didn't know if we had the same model.
Yeah, no.
Oh, we did probably the same model, different color. I got
Yeah,
that at Goodwill too.
Yeah. I can't remember you picking it up
This
for a
is
good
a
price.
7. So this is a late July model.
Yep,
The
no idea.
last one.
6.
If you look at the back, it's a 6.
It's a 6.
Yours is okay. Mine's a revision of yours then, or a reprint, I guess. Second print.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So then we move to Xbox, GameCube.
One I'm more familiar with, sure.
PS2.
Yeah.
This is where I start to get more familiar too. Smoke and I start hanging out a lot more, playing some Smash Bros. And random things.
SmackDown versus Raw.
Oh, a lot of SmackDown versus Raw.
Some Halo 1 and 2.
DOA eventually.
Dead or Alive, yeah.
Came eventually, yeah.
Shaolin Monks. Lego Star Wars. I mean, the list goes on and on.
We did play. Yeah, we played that. Was that GameCube for us? No, or was that PS2? PS2.
That was PS2, yeah.
You had the big boy, right? The big fat boy PS2?
Yeah,
Right.
always. I still have it.
Yeah. It's going.
Yep, same console. Still.
That's great.
I had to mod it, though. The fan broke. Actually, I might do a video about that. If you go to clean your console and your fan breaks, there is a port that you can solder to.
Okay.
That will fix it.
That's
well,
cool.
It'll still work.
It'll still run, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the games in this era start to become more mainstream.
Yeah, and there's also online capabilities now for everything.
Yeah, like I remember
standard.
When we started playing Guitar Hero, all the DLC. Oh god.
Yeah. Well, not so much on the PS2.
That's more they sold the packs, right? Like you could buy song packs as like installation disc you could install.
They started doing the specialty versions of Guitar Hero for the PS2.
Metallica,
Aerosmith, and yeah.
The Beatles came for 360 era, but
yeah, I don't remember ever having to update any games though.
No,
I did go online on Xbox.
Yeah, I think we played DOA.
That's back when I had AOL dial-up internet.
Gross, man.
Yeah. Doesn't really seem like that long ago.
It doesn't, and it really wasn't. I mean, we're talking 18 years. Oh, yeah, something like that.
We really jumped in bounds since 2000. Yeah. 2002 era.
Yeah. We've definitely gone from it being annoying to get on the internet to it being almost impossible to get off of the internet. Unless you have Spectrum, and then you just get disconnected all the time. But
so I've heard, yeah.
Whenever we're trying to do a podcast, at least.
Yeah.
But,
the Dreamcast really got slept on, man.
That's true.
One of those.
So that's another era. You got one, and now you've been converted. I think you are a Dreamcast fan now.
Yeah. Speaking of the Dreamcast and Sega, I got a question that maybe you might have some insight on. Not even insight, an opinion. What do you think would happen if Sega never got out of the console game? Because they were so far ahead. If you look at the Dreamcast, man, they had the Wii controllers already, the little fishing rod and all that. And this N64 had some of that stuff too, but not with the gyro and stuff that Dreamcast did.
Right.
They had the microphone with that Seaman game. If you've ever seen it, you can actually raise a fish and talk to it, and it learns. What a bizarre thing.
That's a really bizarre thing. And
they already had a modem. They had a modem built into the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That
Crazy stuff like that.
Way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that they would be ahead or behind. They'd probably just be another competitor, right? Because like consoles have kind of come to this point where like especially PlayStation and Xbox, there are differences, but they are pretty close to the same thing and play at least generally it's the same hardware. The PS5 and the Xbox Series X, they kind of started separating a little bit, but it became more like consoles again, and they're like kind of different. But like
Yeah.
Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Xbox One and PlayStation 4, the consoles are like almost identical, hardware wise and internal wise. They
Yeah,
just,
if you think, yeah.
I mean, component like not identical. I shouldn't say identical because the hardware is different and stuff, but they run basically the same.
But they didn't. No one had a leg up on the other yet.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know that anybody would have. I don't know that they would have a. Uh, they might have a large share of the market, but it would be just an even distribution, as in the way it is now, where like Nintendo has a fan base, Sony has a fan base, Microsoft has a fan base, Sega's fan base would probably just be a portion of all of those guys who were no longer those guys as fans and were Sega fans.
Yeah.
I wish it was true though, because I would like to see where their IPs would have gone if they were making them for an exclusive Sega console.
Yeah. They did keep afloat by selling Sonic games and Mega Man.
Nintendo.
That's Capcom, but Mega Man was huge on the Sega consoles.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, they sold Sonic to Nintendo for a long time, and then finally the Xbox when the 360 came around.
Yeah, I remember when Mega Man was on the 360.
Yeah. That's something weird to see because Mega Man's like Nintendo, Sega.
Yeah, that's what I always thought, and then I saw.
And then it's on PS2 now, and
yeah,
that era.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then God of War was a big PS2 game.
There's a couple of spin-offs on the PS1 of Mega Man too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those.
Yeah, I even think one was like a point-and-click adventure. Like, what? It has nothing to do with the genre or the source material whatsoever.
Right.
Other than the name and graphical style.
Didn't Metroid start getting ports about that time to other consoles too?
Metroid came to GameCube with Metroid Prime 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Echoes.
Yeah.
Great games. I think the thing with Nintendo is they always want to reinvent a franchise to bring it back. If you look at every Mario game in series, he's always got some device or
Mario Galaxy,
gimmick.
Mario Sunshine,
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Although the Mario Galaxy games were pretty good. And
Those
Odyssey
are epic,
is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like Odyssey.
Odyssey's a great looking game and it plays pretty well.
Yeah.
And it's not a really, really short, crappy game.
Mario games are definitely shorter than the Legend of Zelda series.
Yes. Yeah.
But look at the development cycle of Legend of Zelda.
Way longer.
We're still waiting for Breath of the Wild 2.
Isn't there some news on that? I don't know it anymore.
I just want some.
Sure.
If it's not ready, I just want some screenshots and some footage.
Some
I just
demo
want to see.
maybe a demo.
If it's not ready, just keep it. Finish it.
I don't want. Like we were talking earlier in the podcast, I don't want it to. I would prefer developers take longer to develop games, and we get less games a year. Then you just try to get my money every year. I'll give you more money in the end if you're not ruining my trust, breaking my trust with you. Because
dude, look at Metroid. That's been in Metroid Prime 4 has been in development hell for like what 10? When was the Wii? Is that 10 years ago now? Probably, am I that old now?
Yeah, 2009 or something.
Oh man!
So when it came out,
Metroid Prime 3 came out on the Wii, and then they were developing it for the Wii U, and then they were developing it for the Switch, and then the developer lost. Nintendo said, "Yeah, screw you guys, your game sucks." Gave it to a new developer. It's now being developed again. We got a teaser of it last E3. I think it was E3, not the Game Awards. And hopefully this time we have a trailer.
Yeah.
So all we got was a number 4.
A launch date would be nice.
Launch date, yeah. And what? I hope they bring the trilogy to the Switch. Like, if you can, absolutely, people need to be refreshed on that series.
Well, did you see the leaked Switch 2 information?
Yeah, the Pro Switch.
Yeah, it's supposed to launch either later this year or next year, and we don't have any screenshots or any. We just have specs. That's all we have.
Yeah.
But apparently, it is in the works. So
What
maybe
is it? Just new chip, new screen?
yeah, new screen. It looks like they're looking at using some newer technology, so it might be a little more expensive of a Switch.
Yeah.
But
You think
also
they'll?
they're not sure because of the cost of manufacturing on that screen and that it's such a new technology. It might be hard. They don't want to run into the PlayStation 5 issue where like they
Yeah.
can't make enough consoles to get into the players' hands because they don't. The technology's too new.
You think they'll fix the Joy-Con drift?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Right.
I would hope so, man. It wouldn't make sense to me if they did not. You
They
know?
really should have before they release the Switch Lite. That seems like
Yeah.
such an oversight.
Yeah, totally.
What do you
I,
do? You have to open it up and void the warranty if they go, or send it
yeah.
in, and you still got to pay, even if it's under warranty. You got to pay to ship it back and forth, or they don't take that out of their pocket.
No. And they don't really explain to you uh, that either until you go to ship it. They're like, oh no, you credit card number,
That'll be
please.
$60.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
haven't
you
had to do
enjoy
that,
twiddling your
thankfully.
thumbs while you don't have your video game console.
Yeah, I thankfully haven't had to deal with that. I also have my original Joy Cons, so the fact that I haven't had
Yeah.
to deal with that, it's quite
Well, I mean,
nice.
I use this so I don't have to,
Even
bust my Joy-Cons up.
yeah, there's that. I kind of need to get that, but I just haven't wanted to spend the money on that when I can play with this.
Yeah, that's a great way to play. I played like that for a long time.
Yeah, and I don't play a lot often, right? I play once a week, once
Yeah.
every couple of weeks at the least. Um, so I'll look into it, but
Speaking of Sony, did you see they have a lawsuit against them now?
no, I didn't see
Yeah.
really.
They have a lawsuit because they are alleged of a monopoly with their online stores. So with their digital sales, they no longer sell their little cards or anything at GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, any of that, or even
Yeah.
Amazon. You have to go on the PlayStation Store to buy digital now.
Okay. Well, you can still
So
buy physical at other
there's a
stores, though.
lawsuit alleging them of a monopoly.
Can I
I don't
ask
think
what
it's
your?
got any.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna ask what your opinion of that is. Is that like? Cause
I don't think it has any legs to stand on, but maybe.
I mean,
I guess
stupider stuff has happened.
yeah. I'm not a lawyer. Um,
Don't claim
I
to
just
be.
play one on TV. I
You
mean, what?
wish you did.
Um, yeah, right.
You'd
Probably
play
have
a
to
good
cut my
lawyer.
hair to do that.
You'd play. Well, I mean, you could be that punk rebel lawyer.
Yeah,
You know.
cocaine off the desk kind of thing.
All right, Judge.
Yeah. Objection.
I object to you
Overruled.
doing that.
You say over. You don't say overruled. I say overruled.
Yeah.
Uh,
Objection. Overruled. Oh my god. Okay.
yeah, but they have a monopoly lawsuit against them. It's a class action too. So if you want to hop in on that, be my guest.
Have fun. If you have
But
PlayStation 5,
the reason why it's such a big deal is because of Apple and Epic Games trial that they had, and that's ongoing.
right? Yeah, Epic is still.
It's really putting the light to these other places, and that's because it was also Sony that gets, what is it, 80% of their sales of Epic Games money that goes towards their V-Bucks. Like, they make a killing.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, so on
Epic
Amazon,
Games should definitely be getting that.
say
Larger
Super Mario
portion.
Bros. U Deluxe, right? On Amazon, you can get it for $39.99, which that's physical. And that's less than the $59.99 digital through the Nintendo Online Store, right? But because there's digital only PlayStation games that are cheaper through retail download codes, you could get retail download codes that were cheaper from GameStop, Best Buy, places like that, Amazon. You can't do that anymore, and now you pay the solid $60.
So they control all sales now.
They control all sales now.
Yeah, I
For
guess
digital.
I see the point. I see the point
Yeah.
for games that aren't physical.
Even some games are up to like 175% increase in price.
Yeah, like to say it's a game that everyone is like recommending, like this is the greatest game of all time, you have to play, and then like they charge $100 for it. People are gonna like, and it was $70 at one time. That is a little bit sketchy, a little
Yeah,
bit.
for sure.
Bad practice, I guess. Like,
They might have something on them, man. And they did just flip. They went face on the PS3 and Vita stores. They might, they're people are trying to kick the dog.
yeah,
It's rolling over, and people are going to kick it.
I still haven't gotten that Vita to
Yeah, I
download
need
that.
the Vita as well.
Yeah, I need a PlayStation 3 too. Before I can't do any
I
of that
want
either.
the original PS3 still as well.
I just $200 at least if you find it online. If you find it in a garage sale, like I don't care what the price is, pick it up. I mean, if it's like 200
If it's
bucks, then pick it
clean,
up. If it's not clean, if it's $50, still pick it up.
yeah.
You can sell it for if you can't repair it yourself, you could sell it to somebody who can repair it, or pay somebody to repair it for way less than you can buy a new one or one
Or
in
I'll pay
working
shipping.
condition.
You can send it to me.
Yeah, I'll pay shipping. Yeah, I get that. Well, I'll give it to him when I see him. I swear. Uh,
I'll fix it.
yeah, that's the thing.
I'll make sure it works.
If you can fix it, then it's worth the $50 for a dirty console
See if I can get a shot
of that console.
See if I can get a shot here. Maybe not.
Is this your Slim?
Yeah, that's my Slim I'm working on right now.
Yeah, that's
New console mod coming.
yeah. We're gonna try to get some of these videos out. So again, make sure you follow what's going on. Pay attention to get us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram too. I've been trying to post when videos are coming out and stuff and on there. So if you're on one of those, if you prefer one of those platforms and you still want to follow what's going on, make sure you follow us there. Yeah.
So, I think it's probably a good time to do the retro pick of the week.
Okay. What do you got for me? What do you got?
I have, and this is also on PS3. This isn't necessarily my favorite way to play it. It's just mobile. Mod Nation Racers.
Oh, I remember that game. Yeah. Totally.
Excellent game. You can build tracks. You can customize your character. I actually made on the PS3 version. I made Mario Kart from the SNES.
Oh, okay. I remember you playing that game on the PS3 version back in the
very
day.
cool. Very cool
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. So that's it. If you guys find that one, great one to pick up physically. I was gonna go with some Rare. Perfect Dark Zero.
Okay, sure.
This is the
That's
collector's
a 2-disc
version.
game, huh?
This is the
I wasn't
collector's
aware of that.
version. I don't know that it's 2-disc. This is the bonus. Yeah, this is just a bonus DVD. And it came with like cards and stuff. But Rare, great published title. Stupid GameStop sticker. I need to clean it still.
Yeah.
Great title, great series. A lot of people don't like it. I do. But yeah. That is my retro, which it's only 360. I know. Well, the Xbox version, you can get the Xbox version.
Hey, it's discontinued.
Yeah. And you can get the Xbox version if you want. Like this is like a remake, I'm pretty sure.
Also, something that I would like to start doing. We are gamers. We play current and retro. So I think we should also do a modern pick of the week. What are you playing now? What do you recommend to be played now?
Okay.
Mine's a no-brainer. It's Pokemon Snap 2. New Pokemon Snap. I keep wanting to call it Pokemon Snap 2. It's new Pokemon Snap. Excellent game. Not as long as I anticipated, and a lot more of the variety of doing the same thing over and over and over and over, grindiness, but it's very cool to see these Pokemon that you didn't get to see in the first one in HD, and watch them interact with their environment and other Pokemon.
Totally.
Very cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my copy of that.
I'm a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, right. I can't wait to get my copy. I can't believe it's taken this long. It's probably if I went down and got it. It's too late. But if I went down to the post office on Monday, I guess now I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
As far as modern games go, I haven't really been picking anything up. But one thing I did just pick up is Burnout Paradise.
Oh, cool. How does it play?
Yeah.
Have you played it yet?
It's fun. It's actually in the Switch still.
Yeah, I've been
But
thinking about grabbing that.
it's pretty good. I'm gonna say it plays exactly the same as it used to.
Yeah,
Feels
which it should,
exactly the
right?
same. Yeah, it feels exactly the same. Uh,
So,
I haven't got that
I,
far because I just kind of threw it in the Switch. But
did you buy it retail?
yeah,
What is it going for? 29?
yeah,
Okay,
25. I got it for 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that, the Borderlands, and the BioShock that I'm waiting to come down, and I'm gonna pick up all three of those for the Switch.
If you look right, I saw this on sale on Best Buy for $10.
Ooh, okay.
So if you look at the right time, you can find it.
I might have to take a trip.
Yeah. Again, you have to be there on the right day, right week. But
Well, I'm gonna be down there searching for retro games anyways, so
right.
very cool.
So half retro. That's a half retro pick because it's an older game, but they remade it for the Switch and it plays pretty well. Some other games I'm looking at getting. I'm really looking forward to getting my copy again, modern retro, but of Doom
Yeah, sure.
1, 2, and 3 for the Switch.
I noticed they shipped out the Doom 64 ones. I didn't purchase it. I follow some people that are also
Get that
avid purchasers of Limited Run.
right.
Yeah.
I need to stop being one because some of those stuff it's pricey.
I got a couple
man.
coming up here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming next week, I got to make some more purchases because there's games that I absolutely need personally to have physical.
Right. I would love to. I bought Jay and Silent Bob because I'm just a fan of that series. I've never played the game. I have no idea if it's good. Literally just wanted the game because it's Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably pick up the Castlevania
Oh yeah.
collection,
I want to, but I've never really played it.
and I'm definitely
so
gonna grab Battle Axe for the Switch.
That's the other one I need to get. Doesn't that?
It
don't we
doesn't
have, like,
have
2 days, 3
online
days?
co-op, but you know for a fact that when we are in person, when all this stuff's over, we're playing that. Sit down and play through that.
Totally. Excuse me. I agree. That's
And
one
if you're
that-
not a fan of physical, wait for it to go on sale on the eShop. It will. Grab
eventually,
it.
yeah.
It looks amazing,
Nintendo does do some good eShop sales.
especially for indie. They do.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Battle Axe. I like the way it looks. I haven't played it yet, but I do like the way it looks, and it looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
Man. So that Pokemon Snap game, like, that's like something I never really played as a kid, I guess. So I'm wondering how nostalgic it'll be for me.
Well, they didn't really do many callbacks to the original, right?
Yeah.
Except for one, which isn't a spoiler. The character from one, his name is Todd,
Todd.
and he is in the second one as an adult, and he helps like guide you to taking better photos.
Oh, okay. Training you.
But if you're going into Pokemon,
New Pokemon Snap.
if you're going in a new Pokemon Snap, expecting to like find the puzzles, like throwing the Pester Ball or Apple at the electrode in the tunnel to get into the volcano, there's none of that. Bandai made it so you use a new function called a scanner, and the scanner unlocks different routes and stuff that you can take. There's not really thinking puzzles. There's more timing.
Yeah.
It's a great
Okay.
game. I like it. I don't want to say I'm let down. I like it.
Okay.
I wish it was
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, like there was more content. What do you think there's room for them to release more content down the road? I mean, we were just saying that we hate that they're not releasing full
I
games,
think they
but
will. I think Bandai's known for DLC.
okay.
There were some big surprises for me that I was like, holy cow, they really included this Pokemon out of all of them, you know? So that
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah, I saw like some of the newer Pokemon. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think that they would put them in, but
Yeah.
hey, that's
There's
cool.
like 900 Pokemon now.
Yeah, there's so many insane. Uh,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to lay a whole list of every Pokemon. No, I'm not going to do that.
I think it would have been cool to go back to original site though. I think like remake one at least one of the maps. They did in theme remake some of them, but
Yeah,
none of them have the same layout or anything.
that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty
Uh,
cool. Yeah, but I mean, that's like a franchise I kind of wish I had gotten into, so that like, cause now that this is coming out, I just never thought a new one would come out. But yeah, and now if you want to go buy a copy of the game, it's going to cost you $100. So,
I mean, it's
um,
better late than never.
yeah, that's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
but yeah, there's a lot of franchises that I really wish I would have gotten into.
Yeah, like what?
The Ratchet and Clank series, I didn't know that Insomniac Games made them, and I was a
Oh yeah,
huge fan of the original trilogy of Spiral on the PS1. Like
right.
I played those things to death. Those games, they probably don't look black underneath anymore from the laser rod. I played them so much.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I'm still upset, and I actually picked up a couple recently. I gotta play them. I have to. I gotta sit down and play them one after another to get
Yeah, man.
into the
I've
story.
I've been looking at them too because they're pretty. Like the cover art even is just so cool on them. Like
Yeah, they're very cool.
as
Do I have
a
one
fan of the
handy?
artwork,
I don't think I
but
do.
I don't have one. I'm surprised I don't have one for my PS2 even.
Yeah, yeah. I want to get the PS3 and PS4, and now when I get the PS5, I have to get the two games that are. There's one coming out and one out already. I
Yeah.
want to. Yeah,
Yeah, Sly Cooper is another one I really wanted to from that kind of genre era, PS2
yeah.
and PS3. I just I don't know, there's something about it that always looked fun to me when I saw gameplay of it on TV and on well, I guess TV
I've
really.
always heard great things about Jack and Daxter too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember
That's
that
like a
one.
holy trilogy of PS2.
Yeah. You were saying the other week, Kingdom Hearts. We never got into that really, and you were thinking like
Yeah, I
that could
never
be
got
a
into
game
Kingdom
you
Hearts.
really love. I played. Well, I never really played it, but I had an ex girlfriend who kind of played a lot of it, and it looked. Yeah, I mean, right,
I was
fun
never really into
RPG.
Final Fantasy either, right? So sitting
Right.
through the cutscenes of Kingdom Hearts, just like, oh my god, let me play already. But I get
Yeah.
it's the story. Like you play the game for the story.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing that I've had to step back with Final Fantasy 7 on my playthrough through
Yeah,
that because I'm trying to take in the story mode more than just play this game because I as a kid like I was a skip the storyline, get straight to the game kind of guy. So I've kind of been trying to take a look back more and appreciate the entire storyline because these games are more than just video games. They are interactive stories.
yeah.
Um,
Especially when you look at like Rockstar's kind of Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Uncharted.
Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. Oh yeah. Naughty Dog, Uncharted.
Yeah.
I've heard good things
Yeah.
about The Last of Us. I'm not a player or fan.
Yeah. I've never
I get it,
really.
but
I know that there's a lot of controversy around The Last of Us too, but
yeah, they want a lot of rewards, a lot of them.
yeah, I know the story that was supposed to be pretty. I think on that front, I think that one got a little bit too um a little bit too like they were going for something. I don't know. It seemed pretty on the nose. I guess would be a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Right, the whole father daughter thing.
Oh yeah, it's right there in the.
Yeah, it just seemed really like on point for that. And so I was a little bit out there because I knew the story. I felt like I just knew what was going to happen, and I know there's a lot of other things like cutscene wise that make it pretty. Our storyline wise, timeline wise, in that game that make it a little bit confusing as well. So
I always liked
yeah.
the Devil May Cry games.
Oh, Devil May Cry was a good one.
Yeah.
I never really got into that. I started getting into Soul Calibur, and
Oh yeah. hmm
I really that was one I kind of wanted to like.
I almost rage quit so hard when I
Yeah,
played Soul Calibur 5 again. I was playing as Darth Vader, and I was just trying to unlock the Apprentice. Because we had been
right,
talking about it, so I had the nostalgia to go back, right?
exactly.
I think it was like 58, maybe 48 minutes in one fight. He's the second to last boss in that game. And I was about ready to snap my controller in two. I was getting so mad. Finally beat him. Went on to the final boss. Beat him on the second try within 2 minutes. Why is that apprentice so hard?
Forced Unleashed,
I guess.
because like he's supposed to have the ultimate force powers or whatever.
That was ridiculous.
I yeah, I played 4, Soul Calibur 4, or maybe I had 5. I don't know. I'll be picking that stuff up again soon.
That's one thing about patch gaming too, man. So Soul Calibur 5. I went to a PlayStation Store on my PS3 to buy Yoda because
Yeah.
you could buy him later, and Vader on Xbox 360 at the same. So I think when Disney bought Star Wars, that
Okay.
license got removed, and I'm
Right.
too late to get it. But I
Oh,
want
so you can't
Yoda.
even.
Now
Yeah,
there's a missing slot in my roster that I can never get.
that's kind of annoying. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
achievements like that too, right? Like where servers shut down.
yeah, you're screwed. You can't get a platinum on PlayStation.
Yeah. So if you're an achievement hunter, then you're just kind of lost.
Yeah, you got games to avoid. They should never tie in achievements to online gameplay
It does kind of suck. I mean, unless it is literally like an online. Like I get it with like Call
unless
of
it's an online
Duties.
game.
Like Call
Yeah,
of Duty totally makes
Halo.
sense. Get 50 headshots. Yeah. Like.
But
Um,
you're not buying those 20 years after to play them for the multiplayer.
no, not unless they had a good story mode.
Yeah,
Which some of those Call of Duties do have
the
alright story
campaigns.
mode.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
World at
campaigns.
War was
Yeah.
great. The Black Ops series were great.
I didn't mind that last Black Ops game. Yeah, the last Black Ops campaign was pretty good,
Yeah,
especially now with like the graphical enhancements we have now, like the remake of Modern Warfare. That
yeah.
that felt really good to go back and play. One, because that campaign was nostalgic, and then like it looks gorgeous in that new remake, graphically. Especially like I have that 2070 over here. Like,
Graphics have come so far.
yeah, man.
Used to play with polygons.
Yeah, yeah. Banjo used to be fun. Fucking GoldenEye. GoldenEye
And it
used to
still
be.
looked great on a CRT.
I need to get a CRT for that reason. Although I don't have anywhere to put it, so maybe I don't.
You'll
Um,
find you can get small ones, dude. You can get little tiny ones.
yeah, just have it like sitting right here,
Yeah, mounted on a wall or
right here
something.
where my camera is.
Perfect.
I do have one spot right up there.
There you go. Yeah, I remember going to the hospital in the old days, and they used to have CRTs on those mounts up in the corners. You're
Oh
like,
yeah,
there's no way that thing's going to support that for very long.
those stands are actually pretty sturdy. My parents had one in the
Yeah,
room.
they really
It's
are.
crazy. It's crazy because those TVs were heavy, man.
They were super heavy.
Yeah. So I
I
find it
remember
funny. Oh, go ahead.
I got a hand me down of one of those big ass wood grain console TVs.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you want to talk about heavy, dude?
Yeah, my grandmother
And
had one. I remember.
you gotta like spin the tube to find you the right. Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah. My grandmother had one in her our kids' room, like the toy room, whatever, upstairs in her house. And we had to carry that thing down the stairs, like 4 people, and then like around a corner outside. And it's like this big giant, I don't know, like 6 foot by 4 foot high, like
yeah,
cabinet with a TV and with a CRT TV inside it that's like 30 inches
behemoth.
big. Yeah, it's not small,
Yeah,
but it
those
stopped
things are
working.
expensive now too, man.
Yeah, I know.
If
I
you look
feel
at some
so
of them,
stupid sometimes thinking of what the things we threw out. Like even in the early 2000s and mid 2000s, the things that we threw out as children, that I watched my
I,
parents throw out.
I've seen so many of them like shot up at the shooting ranges,
Yeah,
and they're like $3,000 for some of them.
yeah. But back when they were junk, people were like,
Yeah,
"Get rid of it. I don't want this anymore." I've shot plenty of CRTs in my time,
yeah,
like computer monitors. Um,
right.
even flat screens, right? Like, I've shot plenty of flat screens.
If they're broken, I don't care. But
Yeah,
and then you run into the are you a collector or a hoarder kind of thing, right? Like,
yeah,
do
yeah.
I need 10 CRTVs in my basement?
That's
Not
like why.
really.
That's like why
I don't
this
have
entire
them.
shelf is for sale because I'm afraid if I just keep it all, it's like just gonna overtake my life. Like these shelves would just be full of nothing but video games. I mean, they are anyway, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean, right? Like I can't keep everything, or I'm
It's a
screwed.
fine line. It really is between
It's
collection and
yeah,
hoarding.
totally is. Um, but at the same time, I like okay. Speaking of like I went to the Salvation Army the other day, check out what they had, and like they had a bunch of Beanie Babies, right? Like I know this isn't
Sure.
video game
Yeah.
related, right? But as somebody who like loves just collecting and random things, I was like just checking them out. They had like a stingray, and I collect. I collect. I love fish, so I have like 3 fish tanks, right? So I was like, okay, I'll pick up a stingray for $2, you know. And I started like looking through them, and like I bought like a dozen of them, right? Like just Beanie Babies. Like she gave me a bunch of them for like 99 cents too,
Wow.
and like
Those used to be all the rage too.
yeah, I don't know why I just kept
They're like the
going.
pop culture figure. What are they? Pop figures?
The yeah, pop vinyl figures and stuff.
Yeah, so that's like what they
Yeah,
were of their time.
yeah.
Beanie Babies. I had
These
a
guys,
childhood
basically.
friend that their mother collected those, and like I mean collected those Beanie Babies,
Yeah.
wall to wall, like up at the top, those net shelves.
Uh huh. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about. I know what you're talking about.
tons of them.
Yeah, like these. That's exactly what got donated to this place because they were all like in package McDonald's,
Oh wow, yeah,
like McDonald's Beanie Babies, and like had like the um, they had like the other Beanie Babies with like I have like 3 of the same Beanie Baby, right? The same exact Beanie Baby. So like they were a collector, and I started looking at, and I brought these home, and I'm like, am I just gonna become a hoarder, man? Like, am I just gonna like collect everything that is a collection, like baseball
you gotta draw
cards,
that line in the sand, man.
somewhere, right? Because I have like 4,000 Magic the Gathering cards down here that I still haven't finished
Yeah,
going through because I just keep finding like bundles of them, and like I have so many duplicates, it's insane. I don't need those.
I don't have anything like that. I guess that I just grab when I see, other than video games, and I'm getting better. Moving on to like my third stage of collecting. Like I don't grab any sports games anymore.
Yeah,
I just pass them. I look at the cases. If the case is screwed up, I don't grab it.
right.
If the disc is screwed up, I don't grab it. You know?
Well, unless it's like a certain game too, right? There are the
Yeah,
games that you're willing. I'll replace the case for that game or whatever.
right. Yeah. Like I was in Goodwill the other day, and it didn't have it was just the case, right? I was thinking about asking if I could have the case, but the case is screwed up. It was Mortal Kombat, 2015, I think,
Okay,
2013. The one that was just titled Mortal Kombat after WB bought out Midway.
right.
Uh, but the case was screwed, no disc, but it did have the manual.
So you picked it up because they probably gave
No,
it to
I
you.
didn't. I didn't. The jewel case was screwed up, dude.
Oh, okay.
Like somebody had stepped on it.
Yeah. I probably would have given it to you though.
Yeah, they would have. And I have a hard time. Like I see the SingStar games all the time. Uh, and
Yeah, I've got
I'm
one
like
here.
50-50. Is that worth it? Probably not.
I
But
think if
it
it's a
might be.
console you like, it might be worth to have in your collection if you are a fan of that console per se.
But
Like,
I would never pop that in personally.
yeah, yeah. Or maybe as like if you're looking at it as like an archival or historian viewpoint too, like you really just like saving video games. So if it's like in pristine condition, it's like
Yeah,
literally like never has been put in a dish tray. Maybe it's worth picking up just to like preserve it for like having the 10 out of 10 copy.
yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I'm totally with you. I've been having I actually went through these games a week ago because I started realizing I was keeping games that I'm never going to play like sports games
Right.
and yeah, like a bunch of sports games. And I still kept like right, I kept pure football for some reason because I don't know, because it not Madden. I guess it's not Madden. Yeah, basically it.
Pure
Um
football, is that soccer?
I think it's soccer, yeah.
Okay.
Not so it's not FIFA, but
Yeah, not for you. I'm sure you have a FIFA up there somewhere.
for sale. It's up on my eBay
Yeah.
store. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't keep it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bundle of FIFA on at my eBay store too.
Right.
If you like FIFA, you can get them for a couple dollars. They're yours.
Yeah,
They're around
make
my
me an
house.
offer, man. Make me an offer. I will definitely haggle with you. No worries.
Actually, like, honestly, links to our eBay's right here. Like, if you are after
Yeah.
anything, I'm not selling it for profit.
Yeah, we're
I'm
reasonable
selling
for
to
sure.
get it the hell out of my collection.
So I can get more things. Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
put that money back into my collection. So
I also have a limited edition Speed Devils
Walmart
for
only.
sale. Don't offer me $100 like that asshole on eBay.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, yeah, most of the stuff will be reasonable on, but if it's something that's like a higher valuable collectible item,
no.
like I'll even be reasonable on my Switches, my Connects down here. Like, make me an offer that's reasonable, and I'll think about it. But like when it comes to something like that's collectible, like I'm thinking about putting Arcs Fatalities up. Don't be a douchebag if you're making people offers. You know?
We're not selling for you to resell. We're selling for you to buy and play.
Yeah. Yeah, I will source the video games. I will find my cheap video games. If you want to find cheap video games, go find them.
Yep.
Yeah. Now you can find them elsewhere.
Definitely.
I spend a lot of time looking at garage sales and a lot of other good Craigslist and Facebook sites and stuff. So
Yeah, for sure. That's the fun of it, dude. Honestly,
exactly. That's where I find fun. And like, unfortunately, you had it rain today, but you know, like, so you couldn't go out garage selling. But like that going out to the physical locations is even funner to me. And like,
yeah,
Retro Rick talks about this a lot. Yeah, finding it in Goodwill.
Trying to keep that poker face so you get it for the price that you want.
Yeah, being like, no, this game's worth like $20.
I guess I'll take this game.
I mean, it's missing its manual, but you know, I'll give
and
you
then as
$10.
you go down the driveway, you do the old Irish jig and slap the feet together and hop in.
Yeah, totally.
Sucker.
No, yeah, get a copy of NCAA basketball team.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
It's true, and like it's worth knowing what you're looking for. Like not if you're not even if you're looking for a profit. I'm not even saying that. Like of course if you're looking to resell or whatever, like
yeah,
you need to know what you're looking for. But if you're looking for yourself, it's good to know like you're currently looking for the Ratchet and Clank games. It's good to know what they're going for, what they're valuable at. So that way when you find a good deal, you know, hey, like if I ever needed the money, I'm not wasting my money by buying this game. You know, like if I ever had to sell my entire collection.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I'm not screwing myself by buying this game for $80. Right. Exactly. Because those games do go for a good dollar amount right now for the PS3 ones at least.
Yeah, I think PS3 is inflated right now because of all the stuff that has happened to it.
Yeah, totally is. And then like it hasn't dropped down yet at least, but
yeah, the gaming market's still inflated for retro.
Totally.
Yeah. I think it's coming back down here pretty soon, but now's not the time to go buy retail.
No, not really. Unless you can get good deals. Like I said, like Best Buy does like $10 sales like every other week or something.
Oh no, I mean buying like off eBay. Like retail sellers, like people that do this for a living. They're trying to make money doing this.
Yeah, because they're getting charged a premium right now, so they're gonna charge you a premium.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go pay $90 for a game that, you know, GameStop had for 10 a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I might pay 60, but I'm not paying the 90 that it's at now.
Right. And it depends on how much is that game worth it to you, right? If it is like a game like if I found Gauntlet Dark Legacy for the GameCube, I would pick it up for sure if I found it at the right price. Almost even retail. I'd almost even pay retail for that game.
I paid premium for that.
Yeah. Right.
I had to have it again.
But there's a reason we made a channel, like a series called Skorne's Lair. Like we're fans of the series. Well, of that game at least. Well, a series. I am a fan of the series, but that game is just a special place in our heart. But like,
if you guys know any games like it too, like, bro, comment. I want to play it more Gauntlet-esque.
Yeah, not Diablo clones, Gauntlet clones.
No, yeah, I searched the eShop for like an hour yesterday, just looking at all their indie games, hoping that someone somewhere was doing something similar.
There's got to be something similar. We did find that there is a group of people. If you want to support them, please do. Let me see if I can find their name quick. They are called the Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Oh, come on. Yeah, they're like remastering Gauntlet Dark Legacy. They have a Discord channel. They have donation links.
Not faithfully, mind you.
Not faithfully. Yes, not faithfully. They are making a updated.
They're gender bending, man. Just be real. They're gender bending.
I mean, they're making both versions of female and male versions for each.
Yeah,
Um,
which they already had. Like the wizard and sorceress were
yeah,
the same, but
like they're making a dwarf female too and a male, but then they're
yeah.
updating them.
And now it's everyone's favorite time. Name that game.
One day that's not going to get me. All right. This week we are let's put the current score up here. I lost, and that guy over there, I guess that guy over there, he's won both rounds. So current score is 0-1, 2-0. Sorry, 2-0. And this week it's my turn again. So let's see if I can get back on track.
Let's see if I can pull it up at the same time as you.
All right. I've got it open. Let me refresh the page so that it's good.
Okay.
All right.
Let me actually give you some background information too. That might help.
I'm going to put the music on. We're going to get going about right now. And now I'm going to start the video.
Okay. So this is published by Midway.
Okay.
Also developed by Midway, and also developed by Terminal Reality.
Looks like a Twisted Metal kind of game.
Sure, that's exactly what it is. It's a clone, kind of. It was on the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. What you're seeing is the GameCube version. It's kind of Grand Theft Auto-esque too, in a way.
Yeah.
This is just driving around the hub world.
Yeah. Okay. Another game that doesn't really look familiar. It's got like the GTA. It's just really funny because I'm noticing things. It's got like the GTA minimap.
Yeah, right. I bet even if you were to guess the name, I bet you'd get it. You know what I mean? It is multiplayer, single player multiplayer.
Is it that Car Armageddon game? Carmageddon? Whatever.
It's not Carmageddon, no.
Okay.
I think that was on 64 and later on PS3.
I'm trying to think if
I can give you a little bit. I can give you a little bit of the plot if that'll help you.
Give me. I mean, I'm not gonna say it will, but you know, go ahead.
Yeah. The game takes place in a fictional city known as Hell County after a deadly pandemic called the Rot. Fuck, a little close to home. Broke out before the events of the game and proceeded to wipe out most of the population of the city. Law and order collapses, and gangs roam free to engage in warfare using vehicles armed with guns and explosives throughout each community. The city is split into 3 districts: the commercial district, Lava Falls, the industrial district, Blister Canyon, and the residential district, Paradise City.
Is it called Paradise City?
It's not called Paradise City.
Okay, I honestly don't have a guess, sir. Other than Carmageddon, that was the only one I could.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Yeah. I can't even think of like something that would be clever along the names of what I'm seeing here.
This game is actually called Roadkill.
Roadkill. Okay, I've heard of it, but again, I've never even seen gameplay of it. It does not look any different from Twisted Metal.
No, it's like a Twisted Metal Grand Theft Auto clone, kind of mixed between them.
Yeah.
It's fun. I know that.
Yeah, it does look fun.
That's just the hub world. And you got people shooting at you in the hub world.
Yeah. And then what, you like load into other races and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like arena fights kind of thing.
Cool. So, with that WWE game, car game, what was that?
Crush Hour.
Crush Hour.
Yeah.
That game. That could totally, that's kind of also another vibe it had. But those maps are really small on that game.
Yeah, it really is.
All right. I'll take my loss. It's 0-2 versus 2-0 on season 1 of Name That Game. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one.
You get one. I thought maybe you might have known that one.
No, I mean,
I can't make it too obvious, right?
you
Like,
shouldn't. No,
yeah,
exactly. You shouldn't make it too obvious for me. I also don't. I find it kind of funny that I don't know these games because I feel like I totally should know these games. Uh, they seem like games. I mean, again, I know the game. I've heard of the game before, but I've never
the one
really.
the one I was gonna do was Hydro Thunder, for the
Yeah,
GameCube.
yeah.
It's in one of the Midway arcade classics. But like as you're driving around on the boat, there's just giant billboards that say Hydro Thunder.
I'm telling you, I probably still would have been like, yeah, I got nothing. I can't see any signs that I'm what the name is. Anyway, that is name that game. Episode 4. Episode 4. Tune in next week to see which game Steve will probably get right.
Do you need the spotlight too? Do you need
Damien needs his time in his video. He got stardom last week, and so now he's starting to feel it again.
All right, come on. You get to be in the spotlight you get your 10 seconds of fame.
Look at that big boy. There we go. He's our new mascot. All right. So back into the swing of things. I think when we left off with the decades of gaming, we left off at the 360 and PS3 era. So did you own both an Xbox One and a PS4, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't own the Xbox One, but I do own a PS4. And I think this is where games really start to become
Patch heavy.
yeah, very patch heavy.
Oh.
I mean, we're talking again No Man's Sky and those kind of genre, like that decade of gaming. So
Trying to think, is it Black Ops 3 that's like 200 gigabytes on the PS4?
yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's on the PC too. It's like 180 or something, but like that makes more sense because you can push your PC to a point that can handle those kind of graphics and stuff. But on the PS4, like they're just patch after patch, and they're all the times like 50 gigabyte patches, right?
Yeah, massive. 20, 30, 50. It all depends.
Yeah, right. And so like that starts to become unfun when you go to play your game and you got to sit down and wait literally hours for a patch that size. When it's like 1 or 2 gigabytes anymore, that doesn't take too long to download.
Right.
But when it comes to like 50, 20, even 25 to 50 gigabytes patches, we're talking patches, not games, patches. That's insane. That's like literally a chunk of the game that you're changing or adding or whatever it is.
Yeah, adding. But usually most of the time is their Battle Pass stuff, right? Like they didn't really add anything.
But why is it 50 gigabytes?
I mean, they added content, but
it's the government tracking your. That's what all that extra gigabyte is.
Stealing your data.
Battlefront's a great an example, right?
Yeah.
How often has Battlefront changed from the time EA released it?
The original or the remake?
The remake, like Battlefront 2.
Okay.
For the PS4 and Xbox One.
Well, originally it came out with all those microtransactions, so it had to get those removed, which in turn should have made the game smaller.
Right, but I more mean like as a quality of a game, like it's a great game, but then they destroyed the game through those microtransactions.
If they would have left it as base, nobody would have said anything.
Yeah, but they wanted to make you spend either 40 hours or $40 to buy
for one
character. Yeah. Play this game for 40 hours. Good. Be good at this game for 40 hours. Not just play this game for 40 hours. To have enough credits to buy your next upgrade. One character. Like, if you wanted to play Darth Vader, here's a literal work week of work in order to play your favorite character in Star Wars. That's not a video game. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not even reasonable. It's not even a reasonable amount of time. And it was literally to force you to buy credits or buy at least loot boxes, right? Buy those loot boxes. And
Yeah, they were. EA's always gonna be always. Well, I can't say always gonna be. Has been for a long time.
A long time,
Very
yeah.
reliant on loot boxes.
Yeah, all their mobile gaming,
Blizzard's
when
the
they
same
started
way
bringing
though
those,
with their Overwatch game.
yes, true, Blizzard is
It's just
very
cosmetic
similar.
stuff.
Yeah, and they can get away with it because it's not enhancements. You're not paying to win, quote unquote. And we're back again for the third time. Yeah. Uh, EA, right? Loot boxes,
Scumbags, yeah.
scumbags.
They they've gotten really comfortable with loot boxes. Put them in their
Very.
games.
Their mobile games are where
Yeah.
that started, I
Blizzard's the
think.
same way with their Overwatch though. Just
Yeah,
all
right.
cosmetics.
Totally.
You
Yeah,
know,
they continue.
I've played some what's it called Heroes of the Storm as
Right.
well with some of my buddies, and they have loot boxes in those too. A chest. I mean, you don't pay for them though. You can pay for them. You don't have to.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
right.
That's where they get away from it all. Is it's optional.
Not it's not pay to win, right? Like you're not getting enhancements, right?
Yeah, you just get skins and stuff.
Yeah.
Still gambling.
It's still gambling. And you're still getting people
Do you,
addicted to it.
do you think that you should have to have a rating of 18 plus, or is it 21? Is it 21 to gamble?
Depends on the state. Like Minnesota is 18.
So, do you think there should be, if you have loot boxes, there need to be ESRB needs to make a new rating?
Or maybe at least like teen. But like yeah. That's even almost more dangerous, right? Cuz you're at the point where like you probably have access to your parents' credit card and
Yeah.
you're probably interested in getting a season pass. And then once you have that credit card on that account, very hard to stop somebody from using it.
Well, like we have a friend that has children that uses his PlayStation when he doesn't. You know, he makes a game purchase and then now that card's on there and they want V-Bucks and it's just one click of a button.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's like security options for you too, like parental control options, making it you need a password in order to
Right.
purchase things. Stuff
But
like that.
if it's your own personal console, you don't want to have to jump through all those
No.
hoops every time you want a game.
Yeah, like when I even got annoyed when when I put my account on friends' Xboxes, right? And like I wanted to be password protected because my just whatever because you do and
Yeah.
uh even when you go to that now when I go to log in on my Xbox, I have to enter a password because I have it on their Xbox with the password. That was with the 360 at least. I'm sure it's different now, but it was an account setting actually. So that was pretty annoying. So I agree with you, but I also, if you have children, you probably have one console or two consoles in your house at the most. I mean, like as far as like if you have an Xbox One, you probably have the most two Xbox Ones, if not just one. And so parental controls are probably not too bad for most households. 18 plus though, I don't know. Like we played M-rated games when we were kids, right? Like it didn't
We're
stop.
from a different generation though.
Sure. I feel like
We're not
though,
this new age crybaby.
yeah, the parental side at least, right? Mothers being a little bit, or fathers too, I guess, overprotective.
Yeah.
Let your children see the real world. If you really want to protect it from them, they have to learn how to live in it. This is how we develop addictions: is we get sheltered from those addictions and don't know how to control them.
Sure,
right?
Yeah.
Like gambling, like with the gambling, right? Like if you've been around that your whole life, you probably have more control in that scenario of being like, yeah, I don't need to do that. It's a waste of money. Or
unless you've
whatever.
battled with that addiction your whole life.
That's where it does struggle, right? And that's why it's unfair to a lot of people for them to be putting this in video games because it is very addicting to push that. And
video games are heavily marketed towards adolescents, teenagers and up.
Yeah, and especially like,
I mean, you even have what are they called? The frog? Is it leapfrog or something? You even have video games that are designed for children.
Yeah.
Not saying that they put gambling stuff in them, but that's the entry
No,
to the market.
what are you talking about? You never saw the jackpot, the jackpot slots leapfrog game?
Fucking Tiger handheld slots machines.
Yeah,
They probably exist.
I'm sure they do.
Tiger handheld, yeah.
As a Tiger handheld, I could believe it. Because those were marketed towards adults too. So, yeah, it's just it's something that's hard, right? Because like you don't ban alcohol from bars because there's
They
alcoholics.
did.
Well, they did, and you saw what happened.
It didn't work, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see what happened, but we know what.
Oh,
happened.
yeah. Personally, I didn't.
I've read plenty about it, but that's about it. Yeah. They just need to be more upfront about it being gambling, especially in games like FIFA. And
You
know,
I don't remember who it was. I just saw a video the other day. Man, who was it? They got somebody on, and they opened a loot crate, and he got a shirt from Xbox. And he's like, "Oh wow, just what I wanted." And the whole reason he was there is they had the shirt for him in real life, and he was shitting on the shirt in the game, and then they handed him the shirt IRL, and he's like, "Oh, thanks." Like that little kid with the an avocado.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, he's shitting on FIFA, and then they handed it to him.
How do they not get this? How do they not get gamers? How do they not get that culture, our culture of gaming?
He wants a t-shirt. You know, it's like I love Forza. Forza Horizon 4 with their little loot spin thing. It's the same way, dude.
Yeah.
You can win cars, you can win money, and you can buy spins.
Yeah, at least in Grand Theft Auto, they put the casino in a casino.
Yeah.
Right?
But again, you can buy shark cards in Grand Theft Auto and then transfer that money into the casino.
Exactly. But at least they're literally putting it in a casino.
Yeah.
Does
yeah,
Rockstar
what
have
you do with the
anything?
money in the game is your own problem.
Yeah, right. Does Red Dead Redemption have any?
I don't think it does yet, at least. I know it has. You can buy gold to buy stuff.
Yeah. Right. Okay, that makes sense.
That's just the day and age we're in now. Pay to win.
Yeah, it is. I mean, mobile gaming started that, I think, and then they saw how much money the mobile gaming market. I mean, mobile gaming is like the major gaming market now. Like it is the top gaming market now.
Do you know who one of the most major developers and publishers is for the mobile games?
No.
I'll give you a guess. It's Electronic Arts.
I believe that. Because like I was saying with their Madden and their FIFA games on the mobile sides, they have those card systems. People gamble on those cards all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I just need 3 more packs. If I get 3 more packs, I'm probably gonna get the guy I need. I played them for a while. They're good. They're good. Like it's not like these games are bad. Like they're entertaining. They're fun.
Sure. Yeah. Pass the time.
Yeah, they're good time sucks. And I'm sitting on the toilet. I need something to do. Let me pull up FIFA and play. Well, okay, that's a pretty long game. So maybe don't sit on the toilet that long. But you know, you know what I mean though. Like
My legs might fall asleep.
Yeah. You might get some cramps. But like those like I play a lot of those stupid like slingshot games and stuff. Just to kill time.
I remember like Clash of Clans and stuff was big when we were younger.
Yeah. There was a lot of pay to win in that too, right?
Now it's our sponsor, Raid Shadow
Legends. Yeah. Not sponsored. But go ahead and sponsor us. We'll never talk shit on your game again, we swear. Or maybe not. But hey,
everybody and their damn dog gets Raid Shadow Legends.
You know, I've never heard anybody tell me that plays it that it's not stupid. Like when I say, hey, it's pretty stupid, most people are like, yeah, but it's a good time killer. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's something to do. It's like, yeah, okay.
Read a book.
Like there are other games like that are actually entertaining.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, you were playing that Galaxy of Heroes game for a while.
I still play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And that's not all too
Right before I
different.
go to bed. It's awful
Right.
for you.
Yeah, right.
Scientifically, it's awful. But yeah.
Just stimulate your brain right before you try to fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder we're insomniacs.
Yeah.
Self-prescribed.
I mean, I like it because it's Star Wars themed. They hooked me in there.
Yeah.
You know, I can unlock Chewie for
I get
185
it.
shards or whatever.
I get it. Don't worry.
Yeah. That's nice little. They brought all the movies and shows and animated series into one game. It's really cool. Even
That
video
is cool.
games. It has the
Yeah.
KOTOR characters in it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But it's starting to sound like I'm sponsored by them.
Well, I mean, you enjoy the game, and
It's
I was
alright,
literally,
yeah.
you know, like I was literally just saying how you kind of enjoy that. Although and then we sit here and we say like, oh, Raid Shadow Legends is a bad game. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are like, I mean, this game is great. I used to play one like it back in the day. I can't remember the name of it, but a few of us played it together. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, but it, like basically, if you played every day, you got your rewards, and then like you'd go and you gotta do the arena. There's 3 buttons to attack, or whatever it is, and yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's a fun gameplay loop. There's that. It's satisfying.
Yeah.
It's also repetitive.
I remember when Pokemon Go got big.
Oh yeah, I played Pokemon Go for a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one that was nice that there wasn't any like microtransactions. Oh, there was. There wasn't
There
there.
was a
There
lot. Yeah.
was. You could buy all those potions and like the
Pokeballs.
Pokeballs and stuff. Man, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. That is
Incubator to
awful.
hatch your eggs.
But the
Stuff
app
like
is
that.
free. I do have a thing about that. Like, if the app is 100% free,
Yeah.
there are certain things that's like, okay, well, it kind of makes sense. This is your way to support that. Like those like starter packs, right? Or like remove ads. You know what I mean? Pay $5 to remove ads. I kind of get those kind of microtransactions if it's a free game.
Okay.
Because like you're still like if say I play that game like religiously, I want to support that developer, right?
Yeah. Do you think he makes more over ads over time than he does through you
Yeah.
paying $5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes more money on ads for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe from me individually, it depends on how much you play, right? Like if you pick the game up
Yeah.
once a week, probably not too much money. But if you're literally playing every day, you're getting shown like I mean a lot of those you get shown an ad every like minute to 30 seconds. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
And
don't do a lot on my phone.
yeah, some of those you get shown a lot of ads, and that's one of the reasons I don't do a lot of it is because I just can't do it. But like to pay $5 if it's a game you really enjoyed, to pay $5 to enjoy that game even more without having to deal with a lot of that is not that bad. If you didn't pay a cent for it.
I know my lady partner likes playing like the Candy Crush.
Yeah, there's some microtransactions in that too. I think, right?
Yeah. I
That
think
was
it's something like you can send somebody energy or something to keep playing.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, like those Facebook games you used to be able to send people gifts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Farmville.
Fortunately, Farmville. Oh my gosh, Farmville was everybody played Farmville. Everybody, man. For at least like a little bit. I had a farm.
Yep.
I spent a few months on it, I think. And then like I never see. I wonder if that game's still up because Facebook games are still up. Like that
Yeah.
stuff is still up on Facebook.
Well, now we have Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I have better versions, but I just wonder if like it still exists out there.
I bet it does.
If you can log into Facebook and play Farmville,
I bet it does.
that'd be kind of cool. That's what I'm gonna
Speedrun
stream this
Farmville.
week. Streaming Farmville this week. Tune in
Speedrun.
Twitch. Right here. Okay, maybe
Just
not.
need $1 million.
Speaking
Speedrun
of
that game.
speaking of Twitch, check out that dude over there at that address. Steve Ricci.
For the time being, I'm looking for
Twitch.
a new
New thing.
streaming source. Really?
Oh
am.
yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go with Life for Geeks. You know, I'm only using Twitch because people use it. Because
Yeah.
you know, I stream to YouTube and Facebook sometimes too. But I don't know that any of them are, you know, in the end better or worse than the others. They just definitely have different features, I guess. So there's that. But
Right.
what's
YouTube's
making
more
you?
family friendly for sure.
Oh yeah. Definitely have to limit yourself. Twitch, you do not really have to do any of that. What
Clearly.
is the reason you really want to leave Twitch?
It's the community, man. Not the community of like viewers. It's the community of people that are making, and I seriously quote here, content for Twitch.
Okay. So you don't mean, just to clarify, you don't mean like gamers. You don't mean.
Yeah.
You don't mean the viewers who are tuning into those gamers who are talking about video games.
Half of the just chatting category is a plague on Twitch, in my eyes.
Yeah. A lot of it is. I can't say that I agree, personally, that it's a problem, personally.
It's not a problem that people do that. It's a problem that that's their platform is Twitch. Twitch needs to find them their own place on their site, in my eyes, to do that.
Yeah,
that shouldn't be on the front page when you first click on a brand new browser. If there's a kid that wants to go watch Ninja, I don't think he's on Twitch anymore, or Dr. Disrespect, right? I know him. He's on YouTube now, but right. I think Ninja's on Twitch still.
There's a lot of people on.
If the kid wants to go watch Ninja on a brand new computer, the stuff that pops up on his homepage shouldn't be there.
Yeah, it should at least maybe they hide it behind an 18+ rule, right? Hide that kind of content, but. You know, I remember. I know that this has been a debate for a long time on Twitch, like through even like the Twitch platforms, of being like, all right, this is like not right. You know, like half these women are just sitting. A lot of it's women, and there's men in this too. Don't get us wrong, but if you look at the homepage, there is like just a lot of women and are just chatting, at least go chatting, sitting in hot tubs, in a bikini top, drinking margaritas, and just chatting, which. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that is totally fine.
Or doing yoga wearing next to nothing.
And that's the thing. It's like, it is definitely sexual content. They say it's not, but you're using your body to get views and money. And, like, that's,
Maybe we're just jealous because we're not part of that market.
It's fair. But I mean, like, I literally mean, I get the point of you're making through the fact that it's not kid-friendly material in the end, and Twitch isn't designed for kids, so maybe that's also another thing. It's really not designed for people under 16. But maybe it should have a little bit more limitation on hey, if in their terms of service, hey, if you're going to do these things, you have to follow these guidelines. And there's a little bit of that, but they're obviously still roaming free, half free at least.
I get it.
Yeah. I personally don't see the problem, but again, I don't see that Twitch is really advertising to children to, hey, come to our platform. It's more about like mature gaming.
Ninja, Fortnite.
Yeah, but that's just a side effect of the gaming industry, right?
Yeah.
Like, people are going to stream those games on Twitch. But you know, they also allow you to stream Cyberpunk 2077, which had sources of nudity in it. You know, and as long as you're not focusing on that nudity, then they don't have a problem in their terms of service. You just literally can't focus on it and make it a problem.
That was thunder. That's loud.
Oh, yeah, you have a storm there. Yeah. But like, and there's other things, right? Like, you just literally you can have nudity on Twitch as long as you're not focusing on it. It's not your main point of your stream. They're not gonna. It's not against their terms of service. So like, that's where like these kind of things get by, I think, and like it takes time for those terms of service to be redacted, I guess, and like fixed. If you know what I'm saying.
We'll see, I guess. Yeah, we'll see if they do it. I doubt they will, because I think Twitch is making bank off these people getting donos.
Yes, because they get 50% of every subscription.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, by the way, if you think that you're sending close to $5 a month to your favorite Twitch streamers through a subscription.
Twitcher.
If you think you're sending it, you're only sending $250. If you want to send that money, send it through donations. If you want to make sure that they're getting that money. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, Twitch is going to take a portion, 50% of all subscriptions. And I don't know, I think it's like 60 or 70%, or the viewer gets, the user, the streamer gets 60 or 70% of bits, I believe too. I don't know the number on that. But when it comes to subscriptions, I feel robbed finding that out a year into using Twitch. Right? Yeah. Like I have donated a lot of money to streamers on Twitch, or subscribes, because I like supporting artists. Like, it's one of the things I love doing is supporting local artists. As somebody who was in a band for 5 years, it feels really good to support other artists. And so it felt really bad when all of a sudden I realized that like half of that went straight to the platform, even though I still have to watch their 1.5 minute ads before every stream, and half times during streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Scumbags.
Yeah, from people who claim to be pretty scummy and dirty, we definitely think that they're far scummier. Yep. But again, I like using Twitch, so
until there's a better platform, that's where people are going to be.
What do you mean? What about Mixer?
Yeah, what about Mixer?
I mean, there is, again, if you do really want to, go to YouTube. If you want to stream, if you're not, or find these other sources. There are other sites.
There are smaller ones, yeah.
And you could be the first face on that site. You know, like maybe it's worth it for a lot of people to go build a community somewhere else.
They don't have exclusivity money, but
right. But again, like streaming is really about building a community of people. Like you're not really streaming to 1,000 people before you're streaming to 5, 10, 15, then maybe 50, maybe 75. Once you start getting to like 100, 250, that's when people just like the community becomes less and less of a tight knit group, you know? So, yeah, it's something. It's something.
It's something.
Yeah. And, yeah, so I mean, in the meantime, if you want to catch us out, check us out on Twitch. Well, that's probably where we're streaming for now. Maybe a little bit on YouTube. We're working on that, but we're still trying to build the channel. I've got a lot of work to do on graphics, getting that updated. We're going to try to do some overlays in this video. This way, and that way. And those overlays that might be here or might not be, but one day they will be. We've got some other videos we're working on. A lot of that is happening on Steven's end. He's working on recording some cleaning videos, some modding videos, as well as some more educational format videos that we're going to try to get out rolling. We got to get edited a little bit more. We're working on our editing, processing, and all that, trying to get that smoother. So make sure you are subscribed, checking that out, because those are going to come. We're looking forward to that, and looking forward to continuing that and continuing this journey. You know, I tell you what, do we have anything else that we should discuss quick as last minute notes before we send off the viewers into the realm of YouTube's and other podcasts if you're listening on audio?
Next week is Resident Evil. We're going to bring on a guest.
Oh, yeah. We're going to bring a friend on.
Other than that, I think the following week is... No. Will it roughly be E3 time?
June 12th.
No.
We probably have a couple... We have like a month.
We have some time left, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. We'll have Resident... We were planning to do some more publisher and franchise-oriented streams where we can discuss a little bit more in detail instead of being more general like this episode. Be a little more specific about.
If you have a favorite publisher, I know
franchise
a lot. I'll do my
series.
research.
Yeah, totally. Anything, franchise series, publishers, consoles. Like we'll probably end up doing some stuff about Sega eventually and like their consoles and their games. as well as, just other video game culture and information. If you think there's an episode we should cover, or a topic we should cover in video game history and the future of video games, or even other entertainment news, that's what we're all about. So let us know down below, or in our Facebook group, or anywhere else to shoot us an email. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. So, episode 4 of Skorne's Lair, complete, in the box.
In the box, sir.
Yeah.
No manual for this one though.
Yeah, no manual. That's I'm working on finding that. I'm gonna source it for next week, and we'll get it on eBay. Something. We'll find one.
I'll never read from a manual.
I don't follow instructions. Haven't you seen the Home Improvement Manual? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching Skorne's Lair, episode 4. Catch you next week. Catch you on the next one. Salut.